Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cam Newton and the New England Patriots taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And some room to work. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
The ball carrier.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Number 35, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Miami.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check, 55,
A shotgun snap for Newton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Tagovailoa. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Miami. That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Dante Hightower on the stop. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
To the running back.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. The quick slant caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Runs over it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, You have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And able to find Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good for a Patriot.
Again, Newton.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And caught, right side, Green. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Newton throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing again is Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him,
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Cam Newton sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Oh, they can't stop it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Gain of 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
For the Patriots. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 more.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Again, it's Howard. Down to the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2-yard line.
On first down, they run with Howard. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That's good.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 4th. And the Patriots are back within a score.
Justin Rohrwasser for the extra.
They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 30.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hightower on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 21.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Looking sideline, incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Intended for N'Keal Harry. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerome Baker able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Newton's pass intended for N'Keal Harry.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st down.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
2nd and 4.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Newton, open man is Myers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock down for the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he'll go right back to Green, but this time it's complete. 12 yards there and a first down. A shotgun snap for Newton.
Newton's pass
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Newton's pass.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He's got his man here. It's Green. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
To the air again, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Tua on 4th down. Going deep here for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
One last throw here for Newton. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road.